All right, today we are going to go through the process of packaging and shipping your 2015 American Advertising Award entries. What we have here, you'll need your entry form for each entry. You will need your physical entries. You'll need your entry insert with the rules on the front and the categories on the back. And finally, you will need your plastic envelope. Now, the first thing you're going to do is take your entry form and just cut along the bottom here, right in the middle on the dotted line, and take your entry labels off. So I'll give you a half sheet with the entry form. Then you'll notice here you have 4 labels. So if it's going to be a single entry, you take just one of these labels. If you have more than one entry, if it's a campaign, you're going to take as many as you need. So if you have more than 4 entries that are part of a campaign, you'll need to print out another one of these forms. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our first entry and an entry label. We're just going to tape that label to the back of the first entry. Like that. So you have your entry on the front and the label on the back. Now, if it's a campaign, you're going to need to take another label, take the second part of the entry, and just do the same thing. So if this is a campaign entry, the first thing you're going to want to do is take your first entry piece, and if there's room on the label or below, you're going to write 1 of 2, since we have 2 pieces for the entry. On the back of the second one, just write 2 of 2. That lets us know when we set everything up for judging. If we have 1 of 3, 2 of 3, but we don't know where 3 of 3 is, we can go and find it. So now you have both of your entries correctly labeled on the back. The next thing you're going to do is take another one of your entry labels and tape it to the insert with the categories on it on the rules side. You'll see there's a spot for it right in the upper right hand corner. So we'll just tape it right there. Okay. Now to package your entries. First, you're going to put the rules and categories insert into the plastic envelope. You're going to take your entries. So you have 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. You're going to start with 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom. You're going to put them in the plastic envelope on the side with the rules and deadlines with the label taped at the top. This way, when we set up your entries for judging, they'll have the entry, they'll be able to see it, and then they'll also be able to note that it's in the correct order with the entry label at the top. Finally, we're going to flip it over to the category side, and this is where you're going to put your half sheet entry form. So when a ADDY entry is correctly packaged, you have entry on the front with the entry label on the insert, both facing up. And on the back side, the rules and categories side, you will have the half sheet entry form. When you are packaging all of your entries, please make sure that they are in categorical and numerical order. If you take a look at this entry form here, this is category 27B and the entry number is 50263. So if I have an entry in category 1 through 27A, it will be placed on top of this entry. If I have a category 27C through the end, it will be placed below this entry. If I have more than one 27B, I'm going to have to take a look at the entry number 50263. Anything lower than that number will be placed on top, and anything higher than that number will be placed on the bottom. And that is how you correctly package and ship your entries.